Let's look at another example of momentum. Now instead of a toy car and a dart, I'm using what we call in physics DynamicCarts. These carts both have the same mass, and so if I take one cart and run it into the other, again you see what you saw with the car and the dart. The momentum of this car is transferred into the second car. Let's change the second car somewhat. I'm going to take two weights and add it to the front car here. This now, in effect, triples the mass of this car. It is 3 times heavier, if you'd like to look at it that way. Now we're going to let the car sit still. We're going to have the second car hit into it. And the car moves, yes, but differently from the way it moved before. Do you notice that now the car moves much more slowly? Why did it move more slowly? Momentum here is transferred here. The momentum of this car equals the momentum of this car. Mass times velocity here equals mass times velocity of this car. But you have tripled the mass of this car. So you've made it very difficult to start it to move, and it moves very slowly. This works in reverse. It is difficult to get that car started. It is equally difficult to stop that car. This brings into account another safety feature of life that you really need to consider. Think about a train. Think about how very, very massive it is. And when they get going, they can go really fairly fast. Even at slow speeds, a train has a huge amount of momentum because it is so very massive. When the gates come down over a train crossing, you absolutely must stop at that crossing. How many times have you seen somebody go through the gates just as they're closing, or even after they've closed? Someone will come out, pull around, and go through the crossing. This happened to me just a few weeks ago. I was the first car. I stopped as the gates came down over the crossing, and a car from about 3 cars behind me pulled out, went through the gates, and went on. Just out of curiosity, I timed the train as it came by. It only took about 1.5 minutes for the train to cross through the crossing and the gates came up again. And it occurred to me then, that person had put their life in danger to only gain 1.5 minutes of time. Is your life really worth saving 1.5 minutes of time? Another thing to consider, again this happened recently, is we stopped at a train crossing and we could see the train coming from our right. We looked down the way and it was going very, very slowly. It made you feel like I could walk through those gates and get there long before that train comes. And as we're standing there looking about how long that train would take to come and how slowly it was going, from the other direction came an express passenger train going probably 40 to 50 miles an hour. Very fast train, very heavy. Experts tell us that a train that heavy, going that fast, can take as much as a half mile to stop. Do not bet your life on momentum. Stop for those few minutes. Keep your life safe.